Santorini, the island that will steal your heart and never give it back. Hey, lovelies, ready to fall in love? Not with a person, but with a place. Let me take you to an island where every corner looks like a movie scene, every breeze smells like sea salt and sun, and every moment feels like a dream wrapped in blue and white. This is Santorini, the ultimate jewel of the Aegean Sea and one of the most breathtaking places you'll ever set foot on. Santorini, Greece's goddess island, carved by fire, dipped in sunlight, and kissed endlessly by the Aegean Sea. And it's not just beautiful, it's deliciously dramatic, secretly soulful, and achingly romantic. Why Santorini is pure magic. What if I told you that this paradise wasn't just discovered, but forged? Santorini wasn't always the island you see on postcards. It was created by a massive volcanic eruption thousands of years ago in human history. A cataclysm that ripped the island apart, sinking its heart into the sea and creating the breathtaking Caldera we see today. Some say this was the end of the Minoan civilization. Others whisper that this was the real Atlantis. This isn't a fairy tale. This is Santorini. When you walk here, you're not just walking on an island, you're walking on a legend. You can feel it in the air. A story of survival, of immense power, and of impossible beauty. And then you wake up, and the legend becomes your reality. The sun doesn't just rise in Santorini, it performs. It spills liquid gold over the whitewashed villages that cling to the cliffs like defiant pearls. The world-famous blue domes aren't just a color, they are a perfect slice of the Aegean sky, brought down to earth. To explore Santorini is to get lost on purpose. Every turn reveals a new postcard view. Every hidden alleyway leads to a tiny shop filled with local art or a family-run taverna where the scent of grilled octopus and fresh oregano hangs in the air. In this video, we'll take you through the natural wonders and hidden gems of Santorini, where to stay from Fira to Oia and beyond, how to get around like a local, what to eat and drink for the ultimate Greek experience, best times to visit for sunset views and peaceful vibes. Whether you're planning a honeymoon, a solo adventure, or your first ever visit to Greece, this travel guide blends beauty with helpful tips to make your Santorini trip unforgettable. Now, lovelies, let's dive into the must-see wonders of Santorini. But fair warning, once you see it, you'll never want to leave. Oya, the town where the sun goes to sleep in style. First stop, Iya, pronounced Iya. This is the village that lives rent-free in everyone's travel dreams. If you've seen a picture of Santorini, it was probably taken in Oya. Oya is not just a town, it's a daily celebration of beauty. This cliffside town is a labyrinth of cobblestone streets, boutique shops, and stunning villas. As the sun dips below the horizon, hundreds gather to watch the show. And trust us, it is a show. The sky erupts in layers of pink, orange, and gold that melt into the Aegean Sea. It's emotional, it's unforgettable, and yes, it's worth every minute. Fun fact, it's said couples who watch the sunset in Oya stay in love forever. Would you test that theory? Pro tip, for jaw-dropping sunset views without the crowd, get there early for a good spot, or better yet, book a rooftop dinner view or find a hidden balcony. Locals
psychotic, but then you like it like that. It's like every time the conversation changes, and I want you right back, right back. You say that I'm hypnotic, and that I caught you like that. It's like every time I walk into the room, you know you want what I have. I have. Turn it on, turn it off. Can't tell if I love you right back. Moving in, moving on. Turn it on, turn
was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date. You're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall. Praying that this night's gonna last. You got it all on tap, I'm loving your vibe, always have your back. We like all the same tracks, listen all night in the sheets all black. Said I'm falling fast, don't remember life before you, that's fact. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date. You're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall.
Akrotiri, a city frozen in time. If Santorini is a goddess, Akrotiri is her memory. Over 3,500 years ago, a massive volcanic eruption buried this ancient Minoan city in ash, preserving homes, pottery, frescoes, and roads like a real-life Greek Pompeii. You can walk through it today, imagining life before the blast. Frescoes of dolphins, stone bathtubs, advanced drainage systems. It's haunting and beautiful. Here's a juicy twist. Some say this was the real Atlantis. What do you think? Pro tip, go with a guide or audio tour. The stories bring the ruins to life.
You say that I'm psychotic, but then you like it like that. It's like every time the conversation changes, and I want you right back, right back. You say that I'm hypnotic, and that I caught you like that. It's like every time I walk into the room, you know you want what I have, I have. Turn it on, turn it off. Can't tell if I love you right back. Moving in, moving on. Turn it on, turn it off. Can't tell if I love you right back, but you love me like that. Light bulb goes off in your head. You say I'm a little odd. I love to make a mess. Guess I'm a little unconventional. Oh, 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 oh. Guess I'm a little unconventional. Oh, 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 oh. Guess I'm a little unconventional. So call it what you wanted, 'cause when I leave you like that, it's like every time I settle down, I turn around and want what I had, I had. I know that it's a gamble to put your heart in my hands, but if you give me just a little time, I'll show you something you never had, never had. Turn it on, turn it off.
Santorini's beaches, where nature shows off. Forget boring white sand. Santorini brings volcanic drama. Red Beach, this isn't your typical tropical beach. Red Beach is bold, raw, and completely unforgettable, like Santorini's wild side. Imagine crimson cliffs towering behind black-red volcanic sand and deep turquoise waves crashing in with drama. You won't find beach umbrellas here, just nature in her most rebellious form. Bring good walking shoes because the path is rocky, but the reward? Swimming in a scene that feels like Mars collided with the Mediterranean. Instagram tip: bring a contrast color outfit. Your photos here will pop. No filters needed.
Light bulb goes off in your head. You say I'm a little odd. I love to make a mess. Guess I'm a little. Light bulb goes off in your head. You say I'm a little odd. I love to make a mess. Guess I'm a little unconventional.
Kamari Beach, chill vibes and gorgeous views. Next in Santorini's coastal kaleidoscope is a beach that swaps raw drama for seaside sophistication, Kamari Beach. It's the cool cousin of Red Beach, offering comfort with flair. After the wild beauty of Red Beach, let's slow things down and soak up the sunshine at Kamari Beach, one of Santorini's most relaxed and stylish spots. Kamari stretches along the island's southeast coast and is known for its cool, jet black sand. It's perfect for travelers who love both comfort and fun. The beach is lined with sunbeds, umbrellas, and a long walkway full of cafes, restaurants, and shops. You can grab an iced coffee, take a dip in the clear blue water, or just relax while looking at the stunning mountain behind the beach. The sand can be a little pebbly, so it's smart to bring water shoes or sandals. That way, you can walk around easily and enjoy your beach day to the fullest. When the sun starts to set, Kamari turns into a peaceful paradise. The lights come on, music drifts through the air, and the beachside restaurants get cozy and romantic. You can enjoy a candlelit dinner right by the water, or take a relaxing stroll along the shore. Bonus treat: Kamari has an open-air cinema where you can watch movies under the stars. It's a fun and magical way to end your day on the island. So if Red Beach is Santorini's wild side, Kamari Beach is the chilled-out, stylish cousin that invites you to kick back, smile, and enjoy every minute. Amoudi Bay. Hidden flavors by the sea. If Ia is the queen of the cliffs, then Amoudi Bay is her hidden crown jewel. Just a few hundred steps below Ia, yes, your calves will scream, you'll find a tiny postcard-worthy harbor lined with tavernas on the water's edge. The smell of grilled shrimp and garlic floats in the salty air as boats bob gently beside your table. You can dine here so close to the sea, you might feel the splash of a playful wave. Try the calamari at Sunset Amoudi, or grilled sea bass with lemon and olive oil. You'll cry happy tears. Feeling bold? Swim out to the nearby rock and dive into the bluest water you've ever seen. Wine in Paradise, the taste of Santorini. Now let's swirl into something truly divine, Santorini's wine. Santorini is famous for its volcanic wine. And the wine, oh, the wine here is a miracle. This island doesn't just offer stunning views and myth-soaked history, it pours its soul into every glass. Because of the island's volcanic soil and salt-scented breezes, grapes here don't grow like anywhere else. Vines twist low to the ground in spiral-shaped baskets called couleura, protecting themselves from the blazing sun and harsh winds. It's survival agriculture. And the taste? A bold mineral symphony. Meet Assyrtiko, Santorini's crown jewel. This white wine is crisp, citrusy, and dry, like sipping sunlight filtered through stone. Pair it with grilled sea bass, fresh fava puree, or crispy tomato fritters, tamatoke fedes, and you're tasting the heartbeat of the island. Wineries worth the wander. Santo wines for sunsets that melt your insides. Venezzano's winery, built into a cliff with stories etched into the walls. Domaine Segalis, where elegance meets earthiness. But wine tasting here, it's not just a tour. It's stepping into ancient cellars. It's clinking glasses while the sun turns the Caldera golden. It's learning that every twist of the vine is a tale of endurance, and every sip is celebration. So whether you're a wine lover or simply a seeker of beauty, raise your glass in Santorini, because here, the wine doesn't just taste good, it tells you a story. Fira, where Greek life meets luxury. Fira is the beating heart of Santorini, lively, colorful, and buzzing with energy. Welcome to Fira, Santorini's bustling capital. Here, you'll find rooftop bars with views that make your jaw drop, cliffside cafes where the espresso comes with a side of ocean, and shops selling everything from handmade leather sandals to gold jewelry carved with ancient symbols. With museums, it's the perfect base for your adventures. Hop on a cable car, wander through the volcanic museum, or grab a cocktail with a cliff view. At night, Fira turns into a glowing, cliffside disco. Soft Greek music drifts from tavernas, and candlelit tables sparkle like fireflies. Want to dance the night away after your sunset moment? Fira's got you. Fira has all the charm of the island with a little more energy.
gauge how I feel. I put my clothes on, and still more silence, more silence. Where's my water? Drink plenty of water. Be fluid, be one with water, be one with air. Preparing myself for the adventure, for the purpose of music, for the sound to grow within my belly. I am ready to start my day.
Pyrgos, where time stands still and stories whisper through stone. Now, darling wanderers, let's take a little detour from the glittering edges of the Caldera and ascend into the heart of Santorini, to Pyrgos, a place that feels like time pressed pause. Nestled on the highest point of the island, Pyrgos is a village that hasn't traded authenticity for fame. Here you won't find crowds jostling for sunset selfies, but you will find soul. A hilltop haven of winding alleys, vine-covered courtyards, and medieval charm, Pyrgos is Santorini's best-kept secret. Once the capital of the island, it's crowned by a Venetian castle ruin. Climb to the top, and you'll be rewarded with panoramic views that stretch beyond Oia, Fira, and the shimmering sea itself. As the sunlight dips, Pyrgos glows in gold, not just from the sun, but from its slower pace and deep-rooted tradition. Must do? Visit Pyrgos during Greek Easter, when the whole town glows with thousands of lanterns and candles. It's like witnessing a living, breathing myth unfold under the stars. Caldera cruise, where dreams sail. Now for the grand finale, a sunset Caldera cruise. You board a wooden boat, the sea is calm, the wine is flowing, and the air smells like magic. You sail past white cliffs, hot springs, secret caves, and lava islands. The sun begins to dip, the sky turns golden, and the entire island blushes like it's falling in love with you. You laugh, you breathe, you toast, and somewhere between the water and the sky, you realize you'll never forget this moment. The Sunset, a show you'll never forget. But let's be honest, the real reason millions come here each year is not just for history or beaches or wine. It's for the sunset. Because in Santorini, the sunset doesn't just happen. It performs. The sky melts into a canvas of coral, lavender, and gold. Strangers turn into silent admirers. Couples hold each other tighter. And for a brief moment, it feels like the world stands still. And when the final sliver of sun disappears into the sea, there's a pause. Then a round of applause. And it's not just for the sun, it's for the feeling that you were lucky enough to witness something that can't be explained, only felt. Everything you need to know before you visit. How to get there. Fly into Santorini Airport from Athens or other European cities, or arrive by ferry from nearby islands or mainland Greece. Where to stay? Luxe versus budget? For romance, Kanev's Oya Suites, Katiki's Hotel, or any cliffside cave-style suite. On a budget? Airbnbs in Pyrgos, Emporio, or even beach towns like Pyrgos offer amazing value, and the views are still jaw-dropping. Tip: book early. Hotels and views get snatched up fast. Best time to visit Santorini. Season. What to expect. May through June. Warm weather, fewer crowds, perfect for sightseeing. July through August. Peak season, bustling vibes, lively beaches. September through October. Post-summer calm, great wine festivals, romantic sunsets. Winter, December through February. Peaceful, budget-friendly, but some spots may be closed. what to eat and drink for the ultimate Greek experience. Oh honey, your taste buds are in for a love story of their own. Here's a delicious itinerary your mouth will thank you for. Meze magic. Fava. This creamy, dreamy yellow split pea puree is native to Santorini. Silky smooth and drizzled with olive oil and lemon juice. Pure poetry on a plate. Tomato keftides. Santorini's famous tomato fritters. Crisp outside, juicy inside, bursting with herbs. Grilled octopus, charred, tender, and kissed by the sea. Eat it seaside for the full romance. Mains worth falling for. Moussaka. A layered marvel of eggplant, spice meat, and bechamel so comforting it should come with a hug. Cleftico. Slow-cooked lamb tucked into parchment with herbs and vegetables. Rustic, rich, unforgettable. Sip, swirl, swoon. Asitico wine. Santorini's iconic dry white wine, grown in volcanic soil. Crisp, citrusy, and a perfect sunset companion. Vinsanto, a sweet dessert wine, aged, amber, and beautifully complex. Ouzo, the anise-flavored spirit of Greece. Sip slowly, preferably while watching the horizon turn fire orange. So whether you're nibbling tomato keftas in a quiet Pyrgos taverna or sipping asitico as the Caldera blushes with sunset, Santorini feeds both your body and your soul. What's a pack? Light, breathable clothes, sunglasses and sunscreen, swimsuits for hot springs and beaches, camera for literally everything. Essential travel tips. Getting around. Rent a scooter or ATV. It's the coolest way to explore every hidden corner. Public buses are reliable, but get crowded in peak season. Photos. Sunrise in Emerovigli, greater than crowded sunset in Oya. Money. Most places accept cards, but bring cash for taxis and remote shops. Respect the locals. Dress appropriately in churches. Ask before snapping photos of people and learn a few Greek phrases. It goes a long way. Closing reflections. A place that loves you back. Santorini isn't just a destination, it's an emotion. It's a love affair between the earth and the sea, between you and beauty itself. You don't just visit Santorini, you feel it. You carry it home in your skin, your photos, your daydreams. Have you been to Santorini? Or is this island calling your name for the very first time? Drop your dream itinerary, favorite Greek food, or burning questions in the comments. So tell us in the comments, which wonder of Santorini are you running to first? The cliff tops of Oya, the wine trails of Pyrgos, or the drama of Red Beach? Don't forget, like this video if it made you feel something. Save it for your next getaway. Subscribe for more dreamy destinations. And share this with someone who needs a little magic today. Until next time, lovely souls, keep dreaming, keep wandering, and remember, some places aren't just meant to be seen, they're meant to be felt. Santorini awaits.